Who was that guy? Hey, now it's time for What's Hot, where we talk about the stories that have us all talking.
And we are joined by Klein from Belter and Lincoln, plus Jeff Wagner is back. While hiring managers find that some parents are overly involved in their kids' first jobs. Many parents want to be involved in everything their child does, but this so-called helicopter parenting might not be realized that they're actually hovering their way and could undermine their child's advancement.
Okay, this is Friday, so we always have to have a Jimmy Buffett song.
Bring it
lyric.
on.
I was waiting for it.
We are the people our parents warned us about.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is exactly that story. I have a friend who's a college professor. He tells me stories about how he will get calls, honest to goodness, from the parents of kids complaining about a grade. Why did little Johnny get a B minus? You know, he deserved like an A or whatever. This does not help the kids. I mean, maybe you want to stick up for your kids, but I tell you, life is tough. Sometimes you got to get a helmet. Let your kids fight their own battles.
I don't know where we made this shift as a society where parents have to start hand-holding their children through college and into the workforce. I mean, when I was growing up, I was expected to do everything on my own. It was, you know, learning, making mistakes, and putting your best foot forward. I can't even imagine what it would be like to have a mom or a dad call up and say, yeah, I'd really like to know what, you know, is going to happen from 8 to 5 and where is my child going to be sitting? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, or he wants a my little Jeff's been doing a great job. You know,
Right.
he just deserves more money. Yeah, I'm trying to imagine, you know, what the management would be if you get that kind of call. It's like, okay, what's going on here? But it's
thanks,
the
but
reality.
no thanks. Click.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, now more of What's Hot.
Again, we're joined by Klein and Jeff Wagner, and we're only going to do one more topic because I hear Jeff Wagner is chomping to get out of here
Yes,
for the
he
holiday
is.
weekend.
He
All
laid
right.
down the law.
It's all my
President
fault.
Obama getting a new ride. They call this thing the Beast, the presidential limousine. It's a hybrid and designed to look like a 2008 Cadillac DTS. The vehicle includes 8-inch plates capable of stopping an IED, has 5-inch multi-layer windows. Rumors are the vehicle also has night vision system and a blood bank matching the president's blood type. What do we think of the new ride here?
Well, I think I'd expect nothing less, first of all. I mean, they have a history of having these really souped-up vehicles, and rightly so. I mean, he obviously has a lot of scrutiny around him and needs all the protection that he should get. However, I'm concerned about the blood bank, though. I understand its function, I understand its purpose and what it could do, but what happens if something were to run into the car and then hit the blood bank and all the blood goes everywhere, but for the president it's fine? Like, is a melee going to ensue because people think that there's all of this bloodshed? You know, I think about these things.
Well, I mean, of all the different things I thought about this topic, I got to acknowledge that did not cross my mind.
It's a hybrid.
Okay. So here's my question: is, you know, what kind of gas mileage do you get?
Oh,
You know, as
yeah.
the result of the rest of us, we're going to be paying more for cars because you're going to have these mileage standards that are going to be improved. I'm wondering, you know, the Presmobile, you know, how many miles per gallon do you get on this thing? That's my
thought about
question.
that, too.
I believe it's a diesel.
But still.
You know, they don't tell you, but from what I've read about this thing, it needs an engine that can kind of idle for a long period of time and then cruise at low speed, but also have the power to take
To
off
get out
at
of
a
there if it
shot.
needs to.
So
Fly
I believe
if
it's
it
a
needs to.
diesel, but if it's a diesel hybrid now, that sounds pretty fuel efficient.
But
Well,
it's 7.2 tons. That's massive.
It's a tank, is what it is.
It is a tank.
Now, see, here's the other question I have: does it have a bar?
Yeah. Man,
Does
I
it
hope
have
so.
a bar in
Speculation.
it? You know,
I hope that's like a freebie ad-in they threw in because he decided to go all out.
works
All
for
right,
me.
we're taking a break now as Jeff Wagner escapes to Margaritaville. Katie, thanks for coming in.
You bet.